Oh my goodness, I have absolutely no idea when the last time I did a thing for this project. Today is the 25th of May 2025. Oh my gosh, what's going on? The background's different. To get this out of the way first, I have moved. Todd and I tried to get in a place of our own, and we were rejected for every rental property. So as Carl obviously got a roommate to fill our spots, we were in a bit of a tight spot. Thankfully though, on the last day of the lease, Todd and I started moving into my mum's place. Extremely fortunate that with only my mum and my brother still living at home in this castle monster behemoth of a house, everything's still a mess, but Todd and I have been able to fit. And now getting to the point of all this, all I've had left to do on Make a Tree is to record the recorder part and the vocals. In this big move, I have just not felt content, calm, relaxed enough to feel like playing an instrument. And so I was like, cool, Make a Tree is gonna be like the Songbird cover, and I'm not gonna get it done for like a year or two. That's fine. So we have been permitted to take over some of the areas in the house that my mum and my brother just didn't use up. One of which is this room here, which is the loft, essentially. There's like a big room for Todd's and my computers on top of the 2-car garage. So we're upstairs now. And the most important one is my bedroom. Before I left, I was in the garage. So we had a makeshift room in there. The purpose of it was to soundproof it, and then I could have my drum kits, like I've got more than one. We didn't end up finishing all of that. We were supposed to finish it off with putting carpet on the walls. We never got around to doing that, so we've just got gyprock on the walls. And so my bedroom, my old bedroom, had become the craft room. And Mum said, you can put your sewing stuff in there, no trouble. And I thought, yes, trouble. There's a lot of crap that's just there. Fortunately, this house has the space to fit Todd and I. Unfortunately, because it's just been my mum and my brother with no urgency for anything, there's just so much stuff that we've had to clear before we've been able to move in. And so before I even think about putting my sewing stuff in, we had to clear the craft room. It is Saturday, we cleared the craft room on Wednesday, and I said, I'm gonna paint these walls, because if my sewing room is going to be in there, there's large potential that I'll be doing recording for some stuff. Sayer's Hood needs an update, and I have watched the skill tree video again of the way that I want to get it done, and I'm just like, I gotta sew something. But of course I can't do that if I don't have the space. And so while we've cleared it out, move stuff away from the walls, I'm like, I'm gonna paint this. And the reason I gotta paint this is because the wall is covered with my teenage angst and depression, and I'm not having that in videos. And why am I talking about this in a behind the scenes Make a Tree thing? Well, because I was like, I gotta paint the walls with something. And similar to Rachel Maxey saying she can't make anything original, she can only copy, I must always copy Rachel Maxey. So, just like her doing her beautiful murals on her wall, I'm gonna do the same. And what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna make a tree. I was already thinking about the video clip for Make a Tree to be a sped up drawing of the tree that I talk about in the song. And then thinking about what I'm gonna put on the walls, I was like, oh, why don't I just put my tree there? And then I was like, what if my video clip is a time lapse of me doing that? So last night I got measurements for the walls. I figured out what kind of primer I'm going to use. I did a draft and made my plan of what I'm gonna put on there. I'm about to pick up Mum and we're gonna go paint shopping, and today I'm hoping to get the priming done and hopefully maybe the outline for everything, and I'm so excited because yesterday I came into work, so I've had like a week off. I've had a holiday. I went to archery camp. Amazing. I came back Thursday, saw a sign on the door, closed for renovations Monday and sort of half open on Tuesday. I was like, Ask the manager, what's going on with my shift then? Am I doing something? Do I get a shift at all? Am I whatever? He's like, we'll talk to the other manager tomorrow. Talk to him. And he's like, Steph, do you want Monday off? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want Tuesday off as well? I'm like, yeah. So now I've got today. I'm not going to work on anything tomorrow because I'm going to go to archery and parkour. And then I've got Monday and Tuesday to get this ready. So I'm very excited. I'm really happy with my draft. I've both tried to incorporate as much of the things mentioned in the song as possible, and also just tried to keep it simple so that I could do it all again on a massive wall. This is going to be one of those real good spark joy moments. Welcome to my old bedroom. Yes, mess is my life now. But yeah, you know, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's go around the room, shall we? Let's see how all the stuff we're covering up. What have we got here? We got some Steam Power Giraffe lyrics. We got when I was learning the Japanese days of the month. We got some more, yeah. Oh, this one, these lyrics from Paramore got me. Yeah. We got some more stuff. Just, you know, I was very proud of when I did that. Depression. No, we got some inspiration here. We're all good. And we got some, oh no. And then my little anime lady that I drew. There's more of a mashup of the Steam Power Giraffe stuff. Oh, that's Petey's butt that my sister drew, so that's nice. That's where my bed was, so she, yep, she thought that was nice. A little bit more, and yeah, depression. Yeah, so I would like to have this looking a little bit differently. Don't really want to have all of this in the background of potential stuff of future videos, because it's, you know, I'm nearly 30. All this stuff here was, when did we make this? 2011 we built this, I'm pretty sure, and then 2016 I moved. So we're gonna come back, chuck some paint on it, and hopefully it'll be good. My phone is not connecting to my computer. So my computer's charging my phone right now, but it's not letting me put my files on the computer. I gotta call it there. It is 9 o'clock, and I think it's good enough. Mum stayed and helped. We did the first coat, I think, between 1:30 and 4:30. So if I did that myself, that would have taken me ages. Speaking of which, yep, it's 9 o'clock. I started this at 6:30, so it's taken me another 2.5 hours to get the second coat done. I got 4 litres of the primer, and I think I've only used about half, so considering how much I've paid for everything, it would have been nice if I knew I only needed about 2 litres, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to wash all my brushes, my roller, my paint bucket. Plan tomorrow will be to make the stencils and do some, make the stencils, because I think that's going to be easiest to do the cogs, and then draw my outline. So hopefully we'll see how I go. Maybe I can get stencils done, outline of all the walls done, and then maybe I can get the copper leaves done up on the top. I need to stop thinking and I need to go to bed. Alright, good morning, how you doing? So it's Sunday 26th of May. Everything is white. I was really worried about that corner because at 9 o'clock at night I was getting really tired, but everything is fine, it looks good enough, everything looks pretty even. All of the graffiti is gone. Most importantly, my phone is still not connecting to my computer. Last time this didn't happen, it just eventually sorted itself out. I have to really hope that that happens again, because if I can't get all of these videos up, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chug along and keep working anyway and record whatever I can. Whether or not I can upload it somewhere, I don't know. We're not thinking about that now. So I'm gonna do some stencils. I'm pretty happy with these stencils. I think this one I want up here. The other one I want over here. In my draft, I've got like another cog sneaking in here. I'm not sure if I want to do that anymore, just to have the simplicity of the opening and just one cog. I think that'll be neater, that'll be fine. So I am going to get all the outlines and the stencils done, and then I'll probably have a break. That is all of the outline done for now, so that I can get all the base colors done, I think. I've stuffed up a little bit in this corner, getting the leaves were a little bit too far down, so I just raised that up. Then the melody, I didn't get these triplets sort of angled enough because I really wanted them, these notes, this melody, this is what the recorder plays when it comes in with the melody of the birds. So I really want it to still look like it's following the path along the staves and actually playing the notes. I probably shouldn't have needed to, I'm just thinking all of this wall is probably just going to be the background color, and did I need to draw my notes on if I'm just going to go with black over the top, which I think I should have, because what I can do is do the black of the notes, be very careful going around with the background, and then go over the notes again to neaten that up. My mistakes, I'm hoping, will just disappear once I put all the other colours onto it. I'm pretty happy. Only a little bit of stuff ups when I needed to just basically be aware of my size. The bird is probably a little bit too big. Doesn't matter, it's done. And I think all things considered, it's worked out pretty well. Now I am panicking because my phone only has enough space for apparently 45 minutes worth of video, which if I can't get my phone to connect to my computer, I don't know what to do. An hour and a half. It took an hour and a half of Todd and I trying to figure out what the heck was going on with not being able to transfer the videos onto my computer. Because then we had the idea, because I was looking up ways to sort it out. We tried it on his computer. Connected absolutely fine. And all these videos are so massive, I could not just put them on his computer then transfer them over to my computer another way. So yeah, it's like an hour and a half. He thinks up, oh, if you get this thing, you'll be able to connect this way, this is this. So I'm about to go and get myself a new thing to try and get it to work. Find a couple more cables in my drawer. I've given another 2 cables a shot. I was like, stuff it. I'm just gonna give these a go before I go to the shop. What? Why are you connecting? Why are you downloading the videos? So you know it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The videos are on my computer now. It's fine. I realized after I took the footage of everything and I packed up essentially that you guys probably can't even see all the things that I've drawn on here. So I guess that's just a problem for the video clip. I don't know at this point. I do have another hiccup. So I did washed the brushes, the rollers last night. They were still having some of the primer come off, so I washed them again. So of course these are not dry. I'm thinking the next step that I want to do is actually fill in the leaves first. So I think what I'm going to do is go over it. See, there's every potential that I probably should have washed this better too. Maybe I'll wash my brushes before I start. I would like to just go along the edges of the copper leaves I should say, and just fill that in. I've got my cog stencils up, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea while I've got the copper out to do those parts as well. I'll just do another wash of the brushes that I've already used, and then we'll just figure it out. I am pretty happy with what we've got. I'm noticing you're absolutely not picking up anything of the details on the camera, but that's fine. It makes it look better than it is. Everything has had a double coat now. Halfway through, I realized what I was doing first over that side was not very good, so I changed it up over there. The rollers I'm finding are so much better than the brushes. Depending on how well you can see that, there is a lot of lumps and bumps with the brush, and just the roller is a lot smoother. And so when I originally did my movements to get my spacing with the doing more of the brush, that looked really bad. Like there's across here, there's some smearing. But so what I did on the other side is a lot less and then just smoother. I'm going to try getting the tree done, and then I think that's all I should do today to avoid overdoing it. My feet are already sore. I really need to sit down. I'm going to try doing the tree. I will leave it there for the day. Okay, that's it. I'm done for the day. It's 6:30, so I think I've done pretty well. I've done the leaves, I've done the tree, I've done the cogs. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely glad that it was a smarter move to do the leaves first, because these branches were a little bit tricky. So what I did was brushed on some paint, and then before my roller got filled with paint, I just brushed that to and from. So I'm thinking what I can do when I do the background color, I will painstakingly go and clean those up and then cover those. These will still have a black outline anyway, so all of that's gonna get cleaned up. So like, you won't see it. Boop, boop. So in between the tree and the leaves, all of that is fuzzy and a blur. So I will be cleaning that up. I think I am using some of for the brass, I've got more of a yellow coming in for that. So the leaves will be outlined and have like just little leaf markings in there to make it look like leaves a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I need to stop procrastinating. I've been staring at this wall for goodness knows how long, trying to figure out what I need to do next. The goal for today is I'm first going to do the cogs, so my brass cogs on either side. We've got the bird, we've got, you can't see it over here, but we've got the flea and the kettle, the music notes, and then, just the background as well. So, just everything. We're just going to get it all done today. It's 10 a.m. I think... Nope, stop talking, just get it done. What I have just noticed doing this, it's still a little yellow for my liking, and it's also very light. So everything else so far has had only 2 coats of things, and it's looking pretty good. I might do 3 or 4 of the yellow, but what I might do, I'll do a second coat of the brass to do that a bit more. But I'm thinking maybe I could chuck some of the brown that I've got in there just to kind of make it a little bit darker. That's what I'm gonna do. I might regret it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm pretty happy with this. As I went along, I found easier ways to do things. Like once I got to about here with the notes, I figured out how best to do it, and then these ones were really wonky, so I went over that. Funnily enough, the yellow was too yellow, not really brassy, so I just did 2 coats of the yellow, a light dusting and layer of brown, and then another layer of yellow on top. I quite like the kettle how it is. I don't really understand what the heck I was doing with that. I think I'm noticing a difference between the wall paint and just craft paint, which is the brown and the black that I have. So I think that's why the brown isn't working as well as all the other ones have been. For the kettle, in all of its patchiness, I actually quite like it. And I did a dry brushing, it's called, where you're almost dusting some more paint on there. I did that with black over the top, and I was like, I reckon it's good. I reckon that's all right. It's 12 o'clock, so that took me 2 hours. So I'm going to have a break, have some hot chocolate, and then I gotta do all the background. Yay! All right, it's a little bit after 1. I've had a hot chocolate, I've had my lunch. And now I'm gonna go and outline all of this and get the background started. It's nearly 8:30 at night. I want to get this outlined. And if my sugar rush is still happening, I would like to fill in everything as well. I had too much paint last time, so I just used it up and started painting the other wall. I'll just have to see how much longer this takes. That's it. That's all I could do tonight. It's 11 o'clock. I've got all the outlines done, and because I had paint still in my thing, I've just done all of that. Back to it tomorrow. These double coats are killing me. Now got all of the background done. My voice sounds super weird. I think it's because I've had the heater on and I'm not drinking enough water, and I guess I'm talking like this now. I'm going to finish using the paint in my little tub, and then I'm gonna have a break because this is taking forever. I started at about 8:30 this morning, so I don't know what time it is now because I did not check that before I did the thing. Alright, we'll check back in when it's all done. So I just plowed through all of that. I started at 8:30, it's now 11:30. It took me an hour to get this side done, or did it take me an hour to get the first layer done? I'll tell you what, the second coats have been killing me. I was really worried when I started over there that I'd have to do a third coat, but now that majority of that is pretty much dry or is dry, it's like, no, it's good enough, it's fine. That side is probably going to have just shells covering it. That's why I left that one predominantly blank, and why I've tried to have everything sort of up, because everything else is going to be like tables and just things a little bit like waist height down sort of thing. So I've tried to give all the stuff an up thing. I'm going to have a break. I'm going to stop for lunch for a bit, maybe an hour or two, and then it is the outlines. I will do the leaves first. I'll do that in the brass, the yellow. Considering how the cogs worked for it, it's very light. I don't know, I might have to do 1,000,000 coats of that, so that'll be fun. Basically all the copper, I'll be doing an outline in the brass. I'll be adding leaves in there, and then it's, yeah, just outlining. The rest is pretty much just in black. I will do a bit of copper outline of that. Yeah, oh, and then I gotta go over the melody and get the bird details too. But we are nearly there. I'll have an hour or two break, and then it's probably another hour or two, and then we're done. I did it! Oh, wait a minute.
Precious little guy.
What was I saying? You know how you keep thinking, oh, the next thing, I can't add colour, it's going to ruin it. I can't add the outline, it's going to ruin it. Just all of it, I was kind of like, oh no, like the black is so thick and the contrast of everything. But then it just really made the silver pop. And I was like, okay, still a good move. Stressing about the little face here, but that worked fine. Getting the threes on all the triplets, stressful. Oh, the cogs were a nightmare. Such a nightmare. It's amazing to think I've painted this over the last 4 days. Now, as much as I just want to crash and go to bed, I think it's only like 5 o'clock now, not even. I do need to pack up everything. And although this masterpiece is finished, there is still one more thing that we do need to do. The last cherry on top for this steampunk tree. No, we're out of cherries. What I was hinting at is I had the idea of the tree having a face, like a clockwork face, kind of like Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. And Todd said, oh, we could replace the door. Yeah, we haven't, and I don't think we will for at least a heck long time or at all. So, you know. So yeah, it's 26th of March, 2026. So yeah, first was recording the music, then editing the video clip, editing all of this, and now here I am, only just finishing the behind the scenes stuff. I will say, we have the craft room still a different mess than before, but usable now. So I've packed away, this is my sewing machine under here, and then I've got my overlocker. I just made these shorts. Like, I literally finished them yesterday. So these are the leftover material of some black and grey track pants that I had made, and I thought, oh, there's enough to make some shorts. So yeah, so lovely and usable. Yeah, the spiders have set up shop nicely. Cool. I just needed to jump on in and say, no, I did not do the last thing I thought I was going to be able to do. So I think there's something else I need to say about the rest of the actual recording of the thing. So let's go back to that. I don't know, fam. Maybe the power of friendship does work. I finished it. It's 13th of January and I finally recorded the recorder part. I spent the next couple of hours working on the video, trying to condense 4 years and 4 days of painting work into 2 minutes, but I did it, and it's done. I've technically uploaded it to YouTube, but I've scheduled it for the end of the month, even though I'll upload it earlier, because I just cannot be bothered. Do not have the capacity to write in all the details and all the descriptions and everything else for the video to be on YouTube. I'm tired. I would have liked to have done this little segment in the room, but it's a freaking wreck. Oh my goodness. I think from the last video I was prepping for saying that, oh, it just needs one thing else, and that was a potential of swapping the door out, getting a new wooden door in, and then painting the face of the tree on. That's still a possibility for us to do, just not right now. I would also like to make mention that I painted those walls like 2 years ago. My goodness, just a massive amount of work, and it's just like it's done. I don't have to keep beating myself up every day being like, hey, you should have practiced. Hey, you could have had time to do this thing. You could have had time to get it done and get it sorted, but no, you're just sitting down and resting. Considering how I just put out my most pessimistic reflection and intention video, it's kind of cool to get it done. Yeah, I think I'm good now. I'm gonna have a bit of a rest, and then I'm a rest.